Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Hari Om. Sukshma Tanuhu. Tanu means the body and Sukshma means subtle. So Sukshma Tanu does not mean subtle body as we understand as the mind, intellect, memory, ego. When it is referring to the name of Lord Shiva, it means that the Lord is subtler than the subtlest. When something is gross, it is tangible, it is visible. Through the senses, I can see, hear, taste, smell, touch. But that which is subtle is intangible to the senses, definitely. Like we cannot see our mind. Seeing, hearing, tasting, smelling, touching is not possible for the mind. Medically, when one operates, etc., then the brain is visible, but mind is not visible. So, mind is subtle. The subtle always controls the gross. But today, the gross is apparently controlling the subtle. So, our body is controlling our mind and our thoughts. The one who is even beyond thought is the Supreme Lord. He is the consciousness who illumines the thoughts, emotions, perceptions. Hence, Bhagavan is called Sukshma Tanuhu, who is subtler than the subtlest. In the Upanishads, the Lord is described, or this consciousness is described as Anoraniyan. It is smaller than the smallest. Anu means an atom. It is the atom of the atom, or it is smaller than the atom also. So somebody may think, oh, then God is some subatomic particle. Anything which is tangible, which is gross, which is perceptible, is perishable. Consciousness is not that. When we say he is subtler than the subtlest, he is smaller than the smallest, and yet Mahato Mahiyan is greater than the greatest. Consciousness is there even in the smallest of these subatomic particles and is the very cause of the whole universe also. Lord Shiva is depicted as doing the dance, and the most famous pose is the Nataraja pose. Nata means a dancer. Nataraj means the lord of all the dancers, the greatest dancer. So when we think about dance, our mind always thinks about a person doing some dance, being in some postures, doing some mudras, etc., or some different other styles of dance. But what science says is there is a constant dance happening even in the subatomic particles. That energy dance which is happening in the subatomic particles is symbolized in the dance of Lord Shiva. And that is why even in CERN, which is in Switzerland, they have a murti of Nataraj there. Because Nataraj for them is not just the form of Lord Shiva doing a dance, it has a deep symbolism, mysticism, as well as deep connection to science. So Shiva is not just the form, Shiva is not just the cause of this universe, Shiva is pervading the subtlest of the matter also. In modern science also it is said that the rhythm of creation and destruction is continuously going on in this universe, which is responsible for the seasons, for the birth and death of various living creatures, and it is also responsible for the play of energy in the inorganic matter. According to the quantum field theory, all the interactions between the various constituents of matter are a play of this emission and absorption of virtual particles. In fact, this dance of creation and destruction is the very basis for matter to even exist. If this dance of creation and destruction is not happening, the matter will not exist, because all the material particles self interact by emitting and absorbing the virtual particles. So, thus, every subatomic particle is not only performing an energy dance, but it is the energy dance. It is a pulsating process of creation and destruction. So the patterns of the energy dance that is happening within every subatomic particle is what creates the very nature and the properties of that particle. So different particles develop different patterns which require different energies, and hence they have different mass. What is interesting is that these virtual particles are not just a part of the various interactions of the particles and their properties, but they are actually created and destroyed by the vacuum in the atom. As most of us know, 99% of the atom is empty space. Particles occupy only 0.1% actually. So this vacuum also is a part of that energy dance. So not only the matter, but even this vacuum plays a part in this cosmic energy dance. And so this is the play of Shiva and Shakti. The cosmic dance is happening between matter and the consciousness that enlivens this matter. So the dance of Shiva symbolizes both the interaction of the particles as well as the vacuum that makes this interaction possible, because these particles exist in that vacuum. Without that, the particles will not even exist, interaction won't happen. It is not possible for matter to come into being there. These principles are depicted beautifully in the picture of Nataraj. Nataraj Bhagwan has 4 arms. In the top right hand, he has a Damru, symbolizing the sound of the creation, the primal sound of creation. In the upper left hand is the flame, fire, symbolizing destruction. And both these hands are in balance, in the same level. That shows the continuous emission, absorption, creation, destruction, and the balance between both. The calm face of the Lord amidst both these polarities shows that both these are as though absorbed in the Lord, and the Lord is the one who transcends both these also. Both the aspects, creation and destructions, emerge from the Lord, are balanced by the Lord, and yet the Lord is one who is beyond these two, creation and destruction. The second right hand is in the Abhaya Mudra, indicating do not fear. In and through this whole process of creation, destruction, be fearless. This hand also symbolizes maintenance, protection, peace. So creation through the Damru, destruction through the fire, maintenance, peace, protection through this Abhay Mudra, and this hand points to the leg which is lifted, symbolizing release from the bondage of illusion or Maya. And the play of Maya is this creation, sustenance, and destruction. One who is freed from that. So the fourth hand symbolizes that freedom, absolute freedom. And the second foot of the Lord is on Apasmara, who is a symbol of ignorance. How will one get freedom from this illusion? By destroying one's own ignorance. Now, this is a picture of Lord Shiva, and there is also a circle around the Lord. So there is a lot of void space all around that. So every single atom is actually Nataraj. That's why the Lord is called Sukshma Tanuhu. Subtler than the subtlest is the Lord. So not only the Lord is that consciousness who cannot be experienced through sensory perception or the emotions or the intellectual vision, but the Lord also manifests in every single atom. Every single atom is as though the form of the Lord, Nataraj, where the continuous cosmic dance is happening inside that atom through the interaction between particles and the vacuum which surrounds the whole thing. That's why the name of the Lord is Sukshma Tanuhu. Even as a form, the Lord is extremely subtle to comprehend, being in matter, yet being beyond matter as consciousness. So whenever we see the form of Nataraj now, we must remember that Nataraj is the Supreme Lord throbbing in every single atom, and that is how the Lord pervades this whole universe also. And he is yet beyond the universe. And that very form of Nataraj is not only symbolic of the cosmic dance happening in the atom and symbolically in the matter, but that supreme consciousness also, how to realize that. The means to realize the consciousness by going beyond matter is in this form of Nataraj. Creation, preservation, destruction are all the three hands of the Lord, and the fourth hand is to rise above these by destroying our own ignorance through the subtlest of knowledge, which is the self knowledge. Hence, may we see the play of Nataraj in everything in us, around us, and may the Lord give us the subtle perception that we can realize absolute truth. Because the only way to realize absolute truth is purifying the mind and developing that intuitive capability, whereby we can transcend attachment to body, mind, and intellect. It is not possible to realize the Lord through the usual modes of perception, through the senses or through the thought or through the emotions. When we transcend attachment to these three, then we realize. So the Lord who is Sukshma, who is consciousness, who is subtler than the subtlest, can be realized only when we become subtler than the subtlest and drop our identification with the gross. So may the Supreme Lord bless us with that intuition. And may we do that sadhana by which our body identification becomes lesser and lesser so that we come to wake up to the absolute.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.